What's up, guys? Where do I even begin? Um, I wanted to do this video, um, because I haven't made a video in a while, and I wanted to kind of give an update as to where I've been and what's been going on. As we're nearing the end of the year and the beginning of the next, I wanted to do a little recap of all the wonderful things that have happened this year. But I also wanted to be able to, just kind of, I don't know, talk about what's been going on. Uh, Let me pull open my phone real quick. So, first things I want to talk about is I want to say I'm sorry for not delivering on my 12 taste tests of Christmas series. Um, that was supposed to be 12 taste tests, obviously, hence the name 12 taste tests. Um, and I was only able to get like two, I think is how many I did. If I'm correct, I did two. And that's just, I had so much going on. Work got crazy busy. I had a lot going on, and I wasn't able to do it. And I'm sorry, guys. Not necessarily bad stuff going on, just it got too busy, and some people fell through, and I wasn't able to like meet up with certain people and do my taste tests for certain stuff. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Um, so that's one of the negative things. And I know I haven't been as consistent with videos this year as far as like recording and uploading, especially reaction stuff. But that's mostly due to the fact that I recorded two reaction videos. I recorded a reaction to the newest album by Red, which is one of my favorite Christian metal bands of all time. They're incredible. They have a new album called Rated R, and I did a reaction video to it, and it got blocked. It got basically blocked in all countries. Um, and then I did a reaction video to the newest I guess it's a EP or it's a part one album of the new album by Tadashi. And the same thing happened, which I know Reach Records likes to sort of crack down on those things, and they don't really like people reacting to their content, which, it is what it is. I can't really control that if I want to stay on YouTube. So those both getting blocked kind of bummed me out, and I wasn't really in a recording headspace as far as videos go. Um, but enough of the negatives. Let's talk about the positives of 2023 and what we can expect going further into 2024. Uh, the positives, earlier this year, I dropped my first ever album of all time. It was the album This Time for Real, which has become synonymous with my brand. And I'm so proud of that body of work. It was the first ever body of work that I ever fully made myself, producing all the beats, writing all the lyrics and everything, except for, of course, on the complete edition of that album where I had a feature, which was yet again my first ever feature, which was incredible. That's for the song Glamour featuring Z. He did such an incredible job. He wrote well, he performed well. So I'm insanely proud of that. And then summer came, and I was in this weird like hiatus state, I guess you could say, where I was doing reactions, but I didn't really know where I was going with my music because I felt like I had sort of exhausted all of my resources to make This Time for Real. And then that's when I realized that yes, I was proud of that album, but I had rushed it because I wanted to make an album so badly, and I just made it as quick as I could, and I pushed it out, and it wasn't really the best quality that it could have been. And so I sat down and I said, "Okay, we're really gonna, like, get into the weeds of it, and we're gonna make something great." And that's when I dropped my 2-track EP, Overhyped and Underappreciated, featuring the songs Gretzky and the song Political, both of which the beats were a substantial, growth from the previous album, which I thought was wonderful. And then I dropped a handful of singles um, that led into what became the Boardwalk mixtape, which is my most recent album that just dropped, and it dropped on Halloween. And when I tell you I've never been more proud of a project than I am of the Boardwalk mixtape, it turned out phenomenal. All of the songs were incredible. We have HTA, which is Home Team Advantage, featuring my second ever feature, which was FA14, hopped on and dropped a few lines, which was incredible. Um, and the whole Boardwalk theme and everything, it just came together and it meshed perfectly, and it was so dope. Um, and the greatest part of that album is the fact that I made a song called Cyanide, featuring the legend himself, Saya Thy Legend. It just shows the power that God has to bring people together and to make that possible. That collab is such a good song, and I'm so proud of it. And some people say it's my best song that I've ever made. So I'm insanely proud of that. And then after that, we were able to get my song Orange, and we were able to get my song Hydroplane Freestyle, and my song Michelle Pfeiffer. All of them got reviewed on YouTube by other artists, Mitch Durrell being one of them, and Xerox being another one over at Spiritual Lemonade. Both of them reacted to my videos, and it was just so humbling and honor. I felt so honored to be reacted to by them. It's life changing, honestly. And I've had talks with Mitch Durrell and stuff because of that, and because of my songs getting reviewed by Mitch Durrell, that led to me then meeting other artists that I am now collaborating with to work on stuff for the future, which it's all God. He's the only reason any of this is possible. I dropped a Christmas EP called Christmas with the K, featuring a remastered version of my song Reindeer, and a new song called Christmas Got Me Giddy, featuring my first ever like full length music video that I recorded myself. I'm so proud of it, and people loved that song. They thought it was great. And so this whole year has just been incredible. And not only for like stuff like that where it was my own personal stuff, but I got to go to Smoke Fest 2023 back in June. I got to go with four of the coolest dudes ever. Lemur, who's been on this channel before, my friend Serge over at the Simply Serge vlog and videography channel. You should go check him out. And then two other buddies. We went, and it was a life changing experience getting to see so many of my idols and my heroes that have helped and shaped me into the rapper that I am. I got to meet so many cool people there, like Ty Brazel, I got to meet, and John Keith, and What Up RG, and No Big Deal. I got to meet No Big Deal and his mom. I got to meet What Up RG and get a picture with him and shake hands with him. I got to see John Keith, and I got to see them all perform live. I got to see DJ Mike V and Mowgli the Iceberg. And it just makes it real. And the fact that I get to see them on stage and not just hear them perform songs that I know the words to and I can sing along, but to hear them in between the songs when they're just talking and being the most genuine people ever, and saying how none of this is possible without God, because none of this is possible without God. And because of all that's happened in 2023, I am that much more motivated to do even more in 2024. We have a lot on the way. Now, I cannot guarantee that I will be as consistent with my videos, because that's just not, I'm not able to be consistent all the time. I have my moments where for a month or two, I will consistently make videos, and then I take a break. And then for another month or two, I make consistent videos. That's just how I am, because if I don't do it that way, then I will burn out and I'm going to hate it. And I don't want that to happen. But I've already got, let's see, I have at least four singles already finished and recorded, ready to drop in 2024, including, and this is a surprise you guys don't know about, uh, but my first ever feature. Now, you're thinking, hold up, you already had your first ever feature. You had, Z featured on Glamour and Saya Thy Legend featured. But no, those are all people that I personally reached out to, where I was like, hey, will you hop on a song with me? But thanks to my video being watched by Mitch Durrell, I had my first ever person reach out to me and go, hey, bro, I like your voice. I like your style. Will you hop on a song with me? Which is incredible. And then we got a third artist to hop on it with us. And then because of that, I got to speak with that third artist, and he and I now have a song coming out. There's so much that's going to be happening in 2024. I've got an EP planned for the beginning of the year. I've got an album planned for later in the year. And Lord willing, if I am able to do this, and I am still trying to figure out all the kinks, I will be doing my first ever live performance. And I cannot tell you how hyped and excited I am for that. There's that's why I do any of what I do, is so that I can someday be on a stage. I don't care if I get paid. I just want to be on a stage, rocking a crowd on the mic, telling them all about my message and all about what God's done for me and all about what God can do for them and for you. That's my goal, that's my dream, that's my mission, and I know that with God's help it is possible. So I appreciate each and every one of you who has stuck by my side through this, who has supported me in listening to my music and in watching the videos that I have made, even if they've been sparse. Right now, as it stands, and I'm gonna pull this up so that the world can know, so that you guys can know. If I go to my analytics right now on my channel, I am sitting at 269 subscribers. We're almost to 300. I have received 15.2 watch hours within the last 28 days. I've gotten 481 views. Like, that's insane. And none of this is possible without God and without you guys. If I open up my Spotify right now, this is crazy, guys. Right now I'm sitting at a cool 30 monthly listeners on Spotify, but I was up to almost 500 monthly listeners when I dropped my album. My Christmas with the K EP has 37 all-time streams. And if I go to my album, streams of all time, Cyanide with Saya Thy Legend is my number 2 most listened to song of all time at 358 streams. That's insane, guys. I could not do this without you guys. And I'm truly grateful, and I can't wait for 2024 to come because it's going to be incredible. I wanted this video to be a little bit more of a chill video. I wasn't real worried about editing in a crazy intro or, you know, editing all this stuff because that's not what this is for. This was just a recap, and to sort of get some stuff off my chest and onto the table. But I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you for sticking by my side. And I'm going to try to be as consistent as I possibly can in 2024. And even if I'm not making content here on the channel, which I promise you I will make content on this channel, but you can count on me. If I'm not making content here, I am working on music or other things. Y'all don't even know this, but I have a podcast planned for 2024 where I'm going to bring on people and interview them and ask them about their music tastes and what they love about music and different stuff. I've got people lined up that I can't wait to interview, and I think it's going to be so sick to be able to do that. I'm so excited. So I hope you guys are too, because 2024 is our year. This is the year of the giraffe. We're going back to the boardwalk for my EP that's coming out. We got a new album that's going to be dropping later on in the year, hopefully, Lord willing. So much planned. My first ever live show. Like, this is going to be our year. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. All I ask is that if you're not subscribed, you hit that subscribe button down below. You like this video if you like what you see. If you like any of my other videos, like them cuz I'm going to try to make more. If you like my music, go listen to it, I'm not going to force you to listen or watch anything cuz that's not what I'm about, but if you like it, share it with other people. Tell them about it so that they can see what God is doing in me and what God is doing through you. The only thing I ask, and I normally don't ask. I'm not even going to plug my merch in this video. The only thing I ask, even if you don't watch the videos, even if you don't listen to the music, because I know rap isn't for everybody. I know that my content on this channel isn't for everybody. Even if you don't do any of that, all I ask is that you give a shout out up to the King and just send a prayer up to him for me. Pray that he uses me in a mighty way because that's what I want. I want to be used by the God who created the heavens and the earth. I want him to do something great so that when I leave this world, I can say that I did something for the Lord and I brought some people with me on my journey to heaven. That's all that this is about. It's not about the likes, the subscribers. It's not about any of that. If I don't ever get a single subscriber, I don't care. If nobody listens to a single song I make, it's all for nothing. Like, I really, none of that matters as long as I get to make an impact in the world for God, no matter how I do it. I'll do whatever it takes. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in 2024. Peace.